Juliana, your automotive woman, and this week I am test driving the 2021 Mercedes-Benz GLA45 AMG 4MATIC, or essentially all-wheel drive. So first I'm going to take you for a walk around, have a closer look at the interior, and finish it off with a test drive. But if you missed my announcement on social media, well, let me be the first to tell you again, I'm officially a part of the Puma Motorsport family. So if you like my hat or my wicked kicks, check out the description below so you can support your favorite motorsport team. The GLA is Mercedes-Benz's smallest compact crossover SUV in the brand lineup, but this AMG model delivers on driving ability, technology, and definitely fun. Now in its second generation and redesigned to be more in line with the Mercedes brand identity, updates include an all-new front grille and rear bumper, increased overall dimensions, and now the inclusion of the latest integration of the MBUX infotainment system. And besides the gorgeous interior, this handcrafted engine that you'll find in only the GLA45 AMG has been so impressive. It's now going to produce for you 382 horsepower with 354 pound-feet of torque, all coming from what Mercedes suggests is the quickest 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo with an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission in the industry. But how's it sound? And now the question is, does it launch better than it sounds? Race mode engage. Let's do it. Oh yeah, oh my God, that's amazing. Wow, for a small compact crossover, this thing is amazing off the line, and reports differ, but you can go from 0 to 60 from about 3.9 seconds to about 4.3, depending on the girth of the driver and how much fuel you're carrying. But what's really cool is if you add a $2,000 package, you can increase the exhaust note sound as well. And speaking about packages, this MSRP price tag for this specific model starts at just over $60,000 Canadian, and then you're gonna have to keep adding and adding and adding to get all the really good driver assisted technology. But as standard, you're going to receive LED lights in the front and rear. Then you have front and rear camera views with forward collision warning and blind spot monitoring. But if you upgrade to the driver assisted technology package, well, then you're going to receive smart adaptive cruise with lane keep assist and lane centering. The GLA45 AMG comes standard with a sports suspension, and then you can add an AMG Track Package, which further enhances your driving dynamics. But also included in this package are red brake calipers, and these brakes are amazing. I speak about it more during my test drive, but what I'm showing you here are the optional 21-inch wheels surrounded by performance tires. And keep that in mind, because although this is a 4MATIC, essentially all-wheel drive, you're still going to need to change the wheel and tire package in the fall or winter months. So keep that in mind when you're negotiating the price. When it comes to comparable category size, well, the GLA45 or the 35 model is actually competing with the Audi Q3 or the BMW X1 or X2 or the Volvo XC40, just to name a few. And when you compare their cargo capacity, well then unfortunately the GLA35 and 45 is losing. But what's nice is, as standard, you get a power liftgate. This liftgate actually opens up quite high, so watch my latest How-To Tuesday. I show you how to set it. Then if you purchase the premium package, you also receive a kick to open liftgate as well. Now if you need more cargo space, well, the seats fold in a 40-20-40 split, which is my preferred way because I'm short and don't like to use my roof. So I can put items, longer items, down the center. Now there's no additional connectivity. You have a small storage pocket on the side, but Mercedes does provide you with a cargo cover as standard. You also have a floor cover which you can pull out and use to cover the bumper when you're lifting heavy items in. And underneath here, there's no spare tire, but Mercedes provides you with a tire inflation kit. I previously mentioned the GLA has grown in size, and that's both the 35 and the 45 model. Now you have an increase of leg space by 4.5 inches, and head space increases slightly as well. These seats move forwards and backwards and they recline, but keep in mind you'll fit 2 adults comfortably back here. If you have small kids or preteens in your household, 3 will fit fine. You just lose added comfort for the person sitting in the middle because these exterior seats have the nice Alcantara. Now for storage, it's available behind both front seats, but they're only mesh coverings, so be careful you don't lose small items. And the side pockets are small and narrow. It's fine for snacks. And of course you have your 2 traditional cup or bottle holders on top of the center armrest. Now, FYI, this center armrest is optional, so look for it when you go out for your test drive. If you need connectivity back here, well, you're only going to be able to share one USB-C port. If you've never had the opportunity to experience the front passenger area of a Mercedes, well, let me tell you, it's stunning. Everything is done so well, but I don't want to mislead you because my press vehicle has a ton of different packages included. So what I'm going to do for you is down in the description, I'm going to provide an exact list of everything I have and the costs, okay? But as a standard, and I'm going to start up top, everybody receives a sunroof, which is dual panel and power operated. Then every seat in here is a combination of premium leather, Alcantara, and I have the red stitching. And then for added support, I also have a thigh extension. Now these front seats are power operated, they're heated, not ventilated. And if you watch my channel, you already know that I think Mercedes-Benz does the best steering wheel in the business. And when you're first getting into the GLA45, this can be a little bit intimidating between all the functionality on here and all the tech up here, but it's super easy and I'm going to break it down for you. On the right hand side, this is your cruise control. But remember I mentioned if you like adaptive cruise control with lane keep assist and lane centering, you have to purchase the advanced driver assisted package. And then down below there, on the fly, you could actually change your shock settings and your comfort levels. And then also I have the exhaust note package, and you can change the level just by using the button right there. Then on the right hand side, you can actually control your MBUX infotainment system from here. And then you have your My Mercedes control. And if you want to know how to actually use that feature, head over to my Facebook or Instagram page because I show you how to use it. And then of course you have your radio features as well, and everybody receives no less than 3 months of complimentary Sirius XM. Also below there, you can change your driving modes on the fly, and you have several. You have slippery, individual, comfort, sport, sport plus, and race. Remember, this is a package, okay? So that's why I get so many driving modes. To put it into gear, that's actually done through this lever right here. If you're looking for your park, your reverse, neutral, or drive, because Mercedes doesn't put it down here in the traditional area. For the MBUX infotainment system, it is the newer system. It's super easy to use, it's sensitive to touch, it's super fast. And because I have the premium package, I also get included Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Wi-Fi hotspotting, and wireless charging, which is up there. If you're looking for extra connectivity, well, that's right through there. I also have the navigation package, which comes with augmented reality. And if you saw my GLC review, then you know augmented reality is great for those of us who are locationally challenged. But if you want to reduce your fingerprints up here, well, you also have the option of using a touchpad. And to be transparent with you, I'm super slow with it. So after I preset everything in my MBUX system, well, then I just use my steering wheel all week long. It made it really easy because let's be honest, when you're driving, you're usually only adjusting your radio or your Sirius XM features. So, I mean, like I said, it's really easy. Now, I've already mentioned the driving modes. I'm going to mention them again because you can also change them on the fly by using this dynamic button down here. And again, there's a lot: slippery, comfort, individual, sport, sport plus, and race. I have those packages. Now let's hit the road so I can provide you with my final driving impression from this past week. 2021 Mercedes-Benz GLA45 AMG 4MATIC, or essentially all-wheel drive. And listen, how do you justify to your significant other spending $76,000 on a sub-compact crossover? Well, listen, you tell them, honey, this is actually two vehicles in one. And I used the same explanation in the McLaren GT that I reviewed. So listen, this is both a daily driver and a track car, right? So that's it. Case closed. Review done. That's how you justify that expense now, but let's be serious. I'm gonna get right to the engine. So it's a turbo, so naturally you always have turbo lag. So give it a listen. Right? And then it goes. Now it doesn't matter if you're in comfort mode or in Sport Plus, Sport Race, you're always going to have that lag. And it doesn't even matter if you're using the paddle shifters. This will shift for you, and again, it's always going to have that little bit of lag, and it's not even like a second, right? So besides that, when you go out for your test drive, ask to do an urban city test drive and a highway, because the throttle is jerky. This thing just wants to go fast all the time. So once you're in cruising mode, it's fine, but in lower speeds and lower RPMs, it just wants to jerk. So you have to get used to your throttle modulation. It won't take you that long, but you should just be aware of it. Now besides that, driving comfort for me is amazing. These seats are perfect for somebody with a smaller girth. If you have a little bit of a wider girth, and I mean what I'm saying is just like full adult size, me, I'm short, right? And these sport bucket seats hold me in, and that's what's fantastic about the Alcantara seats as well. So just when you're meeting with your Mercedes-Benz specialist, ask about options, especially in the 45, okay? Besides that, overall comfort is fantastic. The only disappointing part is like the lack of connectivity. You're definitely gonna have to share ports, and that's it. The braking response in this is just spot on, and there's no unbalance either. It's gonna stop in a straight line, which is fantastic. Visibility, great out the front and the sides. I mean, it's a small vehicle as well. Mercedes provides you with that third window out the side too, so you can see people coming up beside you, and of course you have blind spot monitoring. But like I said, I recommend test drives and bring your family with you or your significant other so you can see their comfort level as well. So I'll provide a link down below so you can find your closest Mercedes-Benz dealership. But for now, I'm Juliana, your automotive woman. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll miss out to Tuesday or Feature Car Friday. Thanks for watching, guys.